Hi, my name is Tim Lee. I'm the Executive Director for the Texas Retired Teachers Association. Welcome to TRTA-TV. Today I have with us Bill Barnes. He's our TRTA State Legislative Coordinator. Bill, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Tim.
Good. I know it's been a busy session, but we're getting down to the end. About how many days of legislative session do we have left, Bill?
Tim, there's about 12 days left in this session of the legislature, and we have a lot of work to get done, and the timeline is very short.
I know several of our members have called and asked about bills that may have been used to give retirees either a 3% raise or a 13th check, especially those folks who didn't get anything last session. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the bills that were filed to help with those benefit increases?
Sure. We had several bills that addressed that issue. We felt very strongly that we should ask for help for those members that didn't get anything last time. And also, there's a possibility that we could possibly get our members a 13th check. Those bills are left pending in the House Pensions Committee, and so they're still pending, and we would hope that they would be voted out, but the timeline is very short, and that may not happen.
I know there were several bills filed also in the Senate. I think Senator Menendez had a few bills filed in the Senate, but they didn't actually get a hearing in the State Affairs Committee, and as you said, with only 12 days left in session, it's looking like those bills are not going to advance.
Right. It doesn't look very good that those bills would advance, simply because once a bill gets to those committees, they have to get a hearing, and then sometimes they're voted out immediately, and sometimes they're left pending. Those bills haven't even gotten a hearing yet in that Senate Finance and Senate Affairs Committee.
So I know there are a lot of other bills that TRTA has been tracking. Two of them are Senate Bill 1940 and House Bill 2974. These bills are going to create an interim committee and an interim study for our TRS-Care health insurance problem. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, the interim study will be three members from the House, 3 members from the Senate that will form the committee that will do this interim study. The purpose of the interim study is between this end of this legislative session and the beginning of the next one, is to do a study on the health care costs. The health care costs are rising, and they need to hopefully find a permanent fix to it. This supplemental appropriation right now is only a temporary fix for the shortfall for this biennium.
It's probably hard for our folks to imagine in TRS-Care that we put $768 million into this program, but it's only a 2-year fix. We'll have possibly another $1 billion shortfall the next time that we roll around. So I can understand why passing this interim committee so that we can study this is going to be very important to solve the TRS-Care situation.
You bet.
I know that we're also tracking another bill, House Bill 2168. Representative Sergio Munoz filed a bill to help our retirees, and it's kind of an interesting twist. Tell us about House Bill 2168.
2168 addresses the pay period for your pension check. So right now, I'm a retiree. I get my pension check on the 1st of every month. But if the first falls on a weekend or a holiday, it's not paid till the next business day. This bill changes that to be so that the annuity check is paid on the last working day of the month.
Oh, that's great. Now our retirees can know that if their check is owed to them in October, it's going to show up at the last working day of October instead of the first working day of the next month.
Absolutely.
So that's a pretty good fix.
It'll help retirees a lot.
Great. So Bill, we've talked on several of our updates about HR 711, the Kevin Brady bill dealing with the windfall elimination provision. As I understand it, there's a lot of traction on this bill now. So how can our members continue to have an impact on this federal issue, HR 711?
HR 711 is going to be a great bill, and it's really going to help out retirees in Texas. We don't get Social Security, and for those that earn their Social Security, there's an elimination provision that penalizes them if they get, because they get a Texas pension. So we worked with Kevin Brady, Representative Kevin Brady, to have this bill, and it changes the formula for that. I think it'll help basically put a little bit more money in retirees' Social Security checks and not penalize them. And so we're asking our members to call their representatives and ask them to sign on to the Brady Bill 7, the House Resolution 711. Tim, I don't get Social Security. It doesn't even impact me, but I've called my representative, Representative Kay Granger, and asked her to sign on to the bill. So I think all of our members can help everybody out by just simply calling your representative in Washington and asking them to sign on to the bill.
Well, thank you for joining us today on TRTA TV. We really appreciate your time. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you have a question that you would like to ask us, please send us an email and let us know. We would really love to feature one of your questions on an upcoming episode of TRTA TV. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.